Hello viewers, this is Sadip Chakravarti again with a new video. As you all know that in my previous video I had configured the domain called Skyway Tutorials and also told you about the basics of domain, basics of hosting and other things. For more details you can refer my site called digitalcurry.co.in, in which I have tried my level best to put up all the managerial the sales and the marketing things to be correlated with the technical one. So I will highly recommend to refer my website for all the things that are going behind the scenario. If you consider this page, I have mentioned about what is IP addressing and also gave some details about IP addressing, what are the routers actually. These are usually the technical stuffs, but you must have to get some basic ideas about the technicalities behind the scene. So what I have what is domain, what are the concept behind DNS servers, and what are the DNS structure of internet. This will definitely prove to be useful for you guys, since you are very much keen to make a career in digital marketing, but some sort of technicalities you must know. So I've tried my best to give those concept in my websites. So let's get into the matter again. In my previous video, I have configured about the domain, called of my own site like Skyway Tutorials, and priorly it was shown 404 page, and after once I have installed WordPress into my hosting part, then it will fetch the default page. Now I have to customize this page, but before customizing this page I will love to show you that how to create a subdomain. So if you need to create a subdomain for your domain, you can refer my website and get some basic details about subdomain, that what actually the subdomain is and what are the benefits of subdomain. Let me give you a brief introduction about subdomain. What is subdomain is? Means subdomain is a second website that is generally a part of a large domain and can have its own unique content. Moreover, if the hosting service has provided you with a space of 1 GB, then subdomain will literally take the space within. Means if you are running your business into different locations or different countries, then the content might be same, and it will put you into an issue of the search engines or the duplicate issues. So it's better to create a subdomain and run your business in different parts. I have given some example, like malaysia.skywaytutorial.in, singapore.skyway.tutorial.in. This means that these are the subdomains under my own domain, and it will function into the different countries, and there will very less chance of getting penalized by search engines like Google or Bing or Yahoo or something like. So for a detailed knowledge of subdomain, you can refer this part of my website, that what are subdomains and what are the. So let's get back to the topic. So how to create a subdomain? So for this you have to jump into your Skyway hosting cPanel once again, and you have to move to this part. You will get an option of subdomains over here. By clicking this option, you will get an form where you have to insert your name of the subdomain. I am putting here Delhi. Choose the subdomain, and it has by default taken the document root. Mean whatever the files associated with my domain will be stored into this document root, or stored into this path. Now you have to click this option called create. It will take some time. Now just clearly showing that my subdomain has been created successfully. So by going back, you can also confirm that whether it has been created or not. Yeah, what I have told you, that this is your subdomain, means delhi.skyway.tutorial.in, means the skyway.tutorials.in will be my main domain and Delhi will be my subdomain. Now if I am running this coaching center in Delhi and other states of India, then I will not get penalized by the duplicate issues. So it will be a very good option and very handy option to choose. Moreover, there are several more functionalities of subdomains that I have explained in my website Digital Curry. You can go and refer the same. So in this way you can create the subdomain under a domain. Now the second part is, under this subdomain area you again have to install the WordPress, so that you can customize the subdomain part also. Means what I am trying to say is, the subdomain and domain will be two different parts, and as far as SEO perspective, these two sites will be considered as a different, and you need to perform different SEO activities for both. Means if you have performed some SEO activities on your main domain, and you may think that this will reflect into your like subdomain also, then you are completely wrong. You have to optimize both of sides accordingly. So now if you try to open this site, let's try to open this site. Again the same page is coming, error 404, means this part has not yet been configured. So what you have to do is, in this part you have to install WordPress again, and then you have to customize this page accordingly as per your requirement, whether like as per your requirement in future. So this is your main domain and this is your subdomain. So what you have to do is, you again have to jump back into your cPanel of the hosting service, and from where you again have go to this search feature option, and you need to type quick install into that. This will land you into a different page again. In this page you will get the option to install WordPress like the prior one. Now you have to install this option, install WordPress. Now install this option, install WordPress for free. It will again ask you the same form, but this time you don't have to select your main domain, you have to select your subdomain, and again have to leave this path blank. Now I am putting email ID again, admin email ID. So I am again putting the same email ID. Blog title will be, let me pause the video. So I have put all the details over here about my subdomain. You have to do according to your need and your subject or title of your website. Now after putting all this information, you have to install the WordPress. Now the same process is going on again, and it will once it will successfully install, it will give you some credentials that will helpful when you will insert into the cPanel of your subdomain. It will take some time. Now it is showing that the install is complete, and click here to view your notification. By clicking your credentials, you will get some sort of user ID or password and some other information. You just fetch out those information and keep enter into a safe custody. So I'm going to do here, but I have to pause the video so that you guys cannot fetch my email ID. Or now this is the path through which you can get into the dashboard of your WordPress site for your subdomain, and you need to put your password and user ID. So I'm going to do this, but let me pause this video again. Now once you open this, once you try to open this your subdomain by giving the path over the address area of Google Chrome or your favorite browser, then you will get this screen where it will ask the admin to log in via his provided credentials. So you have to insert your user ID and email. So I am going to pause this video again so that I can insert my username and password separately. Now I have inserted my user ID and password and try to log in into this portal. It will take some time, definitely take some time. This is your main domain, skywaytutorial.in, and this is going to open your subdomain part, and you need to customize both of them as per your requirement. And I'm going to there is some error, lost password. Let me try again. Now I've inserted my email ID and password and try to log in into my subdomain via this path. It will land you to the dashboard of your subdomains, WordPress subdomain. So let's press login. I'm going to land into my WordPress subdomain and save this password, and then take the name and try that whether this subdomain is opening or not. Yeah, it's opening, and it has again taken the default page rather than the 404 error. Means I have successfully installed WordPress into my subdomains hosting part. So if don't be confused within these two. This is your subdomain and this is obviously your domain. Means both have configured correctly, and now what you have to do from your part, that you should or you must customize your website according to your need. So thank you for watching my video. I will soon arrive with some new more stuffs. Till then, thank you once again.